convertibles things, and just the everyday stories of two guys who get to drive around in vehicles, some of which maybe shouldn't be on the road.
A lot of which.
A lot of which. I got two things that aren't even, and so it's interesting because people wonder, how does the show work? So there are notes.
How does it work?
Yeah, how does it work? How do you decide what to talk about exactly?
Work, yeah.
What's the exact? So we do have notes. Joey Woo sent in a story this edition. You typically send through a bunch of stories you're looking at. I troll through some things that are happening, put them all into a document, and there we go. Of course, I forgot the charger for my computer today. So I have one at home, I have one at work. Didn't put one in the bag. Need a third now. So I'm running off the phone, which is fine because everything lives in Google Notes.
It works.
So it's great. And that's how the show works. Now, why I've described this is because inevitably we get well off the script.
Always.
And I'm gonna start this right off the bat.
There's stuff on the bottom of here. It was like
I deleted a whole bunch
a month ago. I'm not worried about the MG stuff though. You should have deleted the MG stuff.
Yeah. Are you sure I didn't delete it?
There's something on there.
I thought I deleted a bunch of that stuff. Yeah. Anyway, we're cleared out for most of it. But I just got an email in from Ford, from Rafa Wad. And Rafa Wad sent me the press release for the next gen Ranger Raptor.
Okay.
And so I just started reading about the next gen Ranger Raptor. Next gen, say that one really fast.
Driven by a Raptor.
But, and I just started, I'm just reading the Cliff's Notes at the start. 3-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6, 392 horsepower. And it has Fox 2.5-inch live valve internal bypass shock absorbers. And it has some nice advanced off-road features. So I was going through a few things and I thought, okay, this becomes interesting as I was reading up on the little bit. So the 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine has this nice little technological gizmo attached to it where it keeps the turbo spinning for 3 seconds after you take your foot off the gas, so that when you need to get a little bit of power again, it's already there.
It's not really new. They're pushing it. I mean, this is like saying it's got illuminated front end.
Maybe I said
lights. No, they're making the best out of a bad situation. But I'm always interested in the Ranger.
It's called the Ranger Raptor's anti-lag system. So it's old. Okay, good to know. All right, check that one off the box. All right, okay. So that's why I'm reading this.
The application is probably new. Yeah.
The 3-liter. And I thought it, when I first read it, the 3-liter banger, it's not a banger, it says 3-liter brings, but I said the 3-liter banger, wow, that's really odd wording. But it brings a different dynamic, they're saying. Even the most hardcore performance enthusiast is gonna love this engine. It's matted to a 10-speed automatic transmission, which I thought was kind
of unnecessary.
Quiet, normal, sport, and Baja modes.
Wow. I mean, does it rip your wheel arch liners off?
Baja mode.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I did send a note to Raj saying, "Can I get a test drive?"
Yeah.
I think we need to take this out on a test drive.
Yeah.
And find out what this Baja mode means.
Well, I mean, it's clearly just off-road hardcore, but I'm hoping it's some sort of like Transformer stuff.
That's what I'm
thinking.
thinking.
The body panels away.
That's what I'm thinking. The high-performance off-roader like the Ranger needs to have gear to match, so they say, and its suspension is completely redesigned. The all-new tough, lightweight aluminum upper and lower control arms, long-travel front and rear suspension, and refined Watts Link rear end have been designed to deliver more control across rough terrain at high speed. That's Imtishon speed. Yeah.
See, I always like it when the American guys start talking about their amazing suspension.
The Watt links.
I mean, it's
Watt's
just
link.
I mean,
what's that mean?
I'm always interested in the Ranger just because it shares the VW Amarok shares a platform, and the Amarok R that they're playing with, they're not entirely sure whether or not they're going to use the Ford engine or they're going to make their own, use their own for it. So I always take an interest in this Ranger, and it's funny and it will be worth doing that when the next Amarok comes out, get the same press release, the equivalent for the Amarok, and get the same press release for the Ranger and put them side by side and see which one goes on about what. Because what's linked suspension, to anyone that sees it on a car, just looks old school.
Yeah. Okay.
It works, and suspension's worked for
So what do you mean old school?
years.
I mean
well,
older
it's
than...
just a load of rods off the back of the diff, basically,
Okay.
on the tube. Well, depending on the application, it's not always like that. But it works.
Okay.
It's an upgrade from a leaf spring, which is why they're going on about aluminium arms. Like, people haven't had aluminium arms for 50 years. But it's a pickup truck with effectively, 400 horsepower
Yeah.
with a turbo
Twin turbo.
that doesn't lag.
No lag.
And
Hold on. It's got
That's
something
what you
else. It gets even better. Hold on. To provide, because they've just said that this thing's fast and you can take it off road. To provide protection against severe bottom outs.
severe bottom outs.
That's the exact wording. Severe bottom outs. The Fox race-proven bottom out control provides maximum dampening force in the last 25% of shock travel.
Right, hang on, sorry. I was just fact-checking myself. So I just fact-checked myself before I said it, and I was right in my first thought.
Live fact-checking on this podcast,
Before I went in too hard on the Watts link, bragging about the Watts link, it was James Watt that designed it, and James Watt made steam engines.
Any relation
in
to
the
James?
1700s.
No relation to James Dyson. Okay.
No, in the 1700s. His patent for it was the 1700s, and it was for his steam engine.
That was even before Henry Ford.
It's just the type. I mean, it wasn't necessarily. It's an application that you get. Sometimes people will.
So it's probably the Model T.
I mean, maybe. So what?
Kudos to Ford for keeping the technology alive.
Well, recycling, yeah.
Kudos.
Upcycling.
Upcycling.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
No,
I mean, if it works.
Clearly it works. So back to the severe bottom outs, the Fox race-proven bottom-out control provides maximum dampening force in the last 25% of shock travel. We've all seen those people go over something. This is good for speed bumps here.
Well, yeah.
Similarly, the system can stiffen the rear dampers to prevent Ranger Raptor from squatting under hard acceleration, improving vehicle stability. The Ranger Raptor squatting under hard... That's telling me this thing's a beast.
Oh, well, it's telling me they need to figure something.
You need a better writer?
Yeah.
It sold me. I'm reading this, and I'm just going to drive my Ranger Raptor.
I mean, I'd take a Ranger Raptor over a F-150 Raptor because it's more practical. It's not huge. It's actually a manageable size of a vehicle. Like when we get an F-150 in the garage is blocked. You can't get in and out. And the Ranger's a nice size, snack size, but it has plenty of power and it'll work.
Matrix LED headlights. That's nice.